not to do it. You're talking about a crime.
A new Watson, CBS Sunday.
Well, if clearing skies for tonight, that'll really drop our temperatures. May have to dodge a little snow for tomorrow. I'll have complete weather details coming up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, President Trump is reportedly considering putting tariffs on Russia. And plus, we'll have more details on another protest on the state capitol lawn today. And we'll hear about multiple agencies coming together this weekend to participate in the mass fatality training. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
From the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Looking ahead to Saturday for Marquette, we'll have a nice little rebound in temperatures after a cold start that will be into the mid-30s during the afternoon. Can't rule out a few snow showers, but the better chances will be south and west of Marquette toward the Wisconsin border, or maybe up to an inch of snow is possible. Mid-30s for the afternoon, back down to the upper 20s as we head toward tonight. And again, those snow bands there along the Wisconsin border with temperatures above freezing. Don't think they'll be able to accumulate a lot on the pavement. Rest of the weekend forecast later in the show. Kevin?
Tom, thank you. President Trump spent much of the day focusing on several international issues, including the tariff war with the nation's major trade partners and the conflict in Ukraine. Erica Brown reports from the White House.
A day after he postponed 25% tariffs on many imports from Mexico and some from Canada, President Trump threatened to impose reciprocal tariffs on Canadian lumber and dairy imports in the coming days.
Canada has been ripping us off for years on tariffs for lumber and for dairy products.
As the Trump administration pushes for a peace deal to end Russia's war with Ukraine, Russia continues to bombard Ukraine with missiles and drones.
Right now, they're bombing the hell out of Ukraine.
President Trump says he's strongly considering sanctions and tariffs on Russia.
In terms of getting a final settlement, it may be easier dealing with Russia, which is surprising because they have all the cards.
President Trump sent a letter to Iran's supreme leader seeking to negotiate a nuclear deal as the Islamic Republic advances its nuclear program.
I'm not speaking out of strength or weakness. I'm just saying I'd rather see a peace deal than the other, but the other will solve the problem.
And the Trump administration announced it's pulling $400 million in federal grants and contracts from Columbia University, saying the school failed to protect Jewish students. Columbia University has been the site of pro-Palestinian protests since the October 7th, 2023 terror attack on Israel and the war that followed. In a statement, Education Secretary Linda McMahon said, quote, universities must comply with all federal anti-discrimination laws if they're going to receive federal funding. For too long, Columbia has abandoned that obligation to Jewish students studying on its campus.
McMahon later posted on X that she had a productive meeting with Columbia University's interim president and anticipated working together to protect all students. It was another week with multiple protests at Michigan's Capitol. Today, scientists, researchers, and students held a rally to talk about the impacts of limiting funding for research institutes. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from protesters at today's Stand Up for Science rally.
Hundreds of protesters came out today to stand up and protect the federal funding for scientific research across the country.
Science is currently being underfunded in the current administration. The review is being halted. Council meetings that decide whether or not grants will be funded are being canceled.
Last month, a Trump order capped indirect costs for research projects funded by the National Institutes of Health at 15%. Professors, researchers, and students are standing up for their passions and the funding that makes their work possible.
Indirect costs cover the salaries of our administrators, custodial staff, and security. It allows us to keep the lights on and our labs open to the next generation of scientists.
Research institutes like Michigan State, Wayne State, the University of Michigan, and now Michigan Tech may be forced to suspend projects, lay off staff, shut down labs, or even stop admitting new graduate students if Trump's plans are put in place.
Investing in science is an investment in people.
Protesters say the orders could block life-saving research and put a stop to new energy technology and treatments for diseases, viruses, and even cancer.
Is cutting the potential treatment that could save your life, your child's life, or your friend's life worth the price of cutting all research in the name of efficiency.
Michigan's Attorney General has filed lawsuit after lawsuit to keep the federal funding flowing to Michigan's universities. But those cases will still need to see further action to permanently stop the orders. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Marquette County, along with NMU and the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, are hosting mass fatality training exercises this weekend. On Saturday at Northern's Jacob Eddy Center, over 150 volunteers will partake in aftermath training for a mass casualty situation. Agencies from the state and federal levels, such as the Michigan Mortuary Response Team and the FBI, have worked together to showcase what goes into this kind of response. Stations will cover anthropology and recognition of bodily remains, DNA sampling, fingerprinting, dental record tracing, and x-raying. Nationally, this is the first ever training exercise of this nature to specifically take place in cold weather conditions.
Last time we were inside, where this time we're going to be operating outside. So basically, we're testing the theory that we can operate outdoors in a mass fatality response if we have to have a field set up, or we can't, right? Because there's issues in the cold weather.
Preparations for the training were made throughout the week, with Saturday holding 2 separate operational periods for the training runs. This weekend, the UP Builder Show is underway at the Superior Dome. 110 vendors are showcasing their businesses and features with over 12 new booths this year. Available at the Dome is anything from contractors to insurance companies to saunas and hot tubs, as well as many raffle drawings taking place over the weekend. The Builder Show has everything a homeowner or builder will need from start to finish.
A lot of people like to shop online, and it's really easy, but you're never going to get the in-person experience if you don't support your community. So come out, support your community, shake some hands, talk to people, and just see all the cool things that are here.
The event is open through Sunday with tickets available on NMU's website. Government data out today show U.S. hiring notched a 50th consecutive month of growth in February, and wage growth is up. One sector on the decline, federal government employment. As Kelly O'Grady explains, that's likely just the tip of the iceberg.
It might not be burning a hole in your pocket, but your money is going further. The Labor Department reports average annual wages were up 4% in February, a full percentage point ahead of the inflation rate. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
That extra money can help people replenish their savings accounts. It can also give them the opportunity to pay down debt.
Holding steady, the economy added 151,000 jobs last month. Unemployment ticked up just slightly to 4.1%. But some foreshadowing in February's report. The federal government lost 10,000 jobs as the Trump administration started shrinking the federal workforce.
We had too many people in government. You can't just do that. We had many too many. This is for 40 years. You know, this isn't just now.
Liv Alvarado was let go from the IRS in Kansas City.
They were just like, hey, come in tomorrow and turn all your stuff in. You're no longer with us.
A report from Challenger tracked more than 62,000 announced job cuts by the federal government last month, affecting 17 different agencies. Economists don't expect the full impact of those layoffs to show up until the March jobs report.
A healthy jobs market offers potential for the private sector to absorb out-of-work federal employees.
For government workers or anyone feeling uncertain, financial experts recommend keeping 6 to 12 months of living expenses in an emergency reserve fund. You can also consider temporarily reducing the retirement plan or college fund contributions. Tom DeVecchio has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. And a SpaceX rocket exploded this week during a test flight. We'll have the details after this.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.
Instant games from the Michigan Lottery. With dozens of games to choose from and millions of dollars in prizes, it's instant fun for everyone. Play $6 million wealth with 40-second chance prizes of 50 grand.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto and work. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget,
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan. Are you ready for some bird-tastic fun to celebrate National Puppy Day? WZMQ and Poets Pet Parlor invite you to submit a photo of your pups in our Show Us Your Pup photo contest. Then on March 23rd, one random winner will win a $50 gift certificate for boarding and daycare at Poets Pet Parlor. Visit WZMQ19.com/pup to submit your photo and your chance to win today. Entries accepted now through National Puppy Day on March 23rd.
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the headlines here, a little light snow around for Saturday, mainly along that Wisconsin border for the Upper Peninsula. And after a chilly one Saturday, warm up nicely for Sunday. And of course, you have to remember to set your clocks ahead when you go to bed, not tonight, when you go tomorrow night, because it is that time of year where we're springing into daylight savings time. Of course, you gained the hour back in October, not this time. November, rather, excuse me. Now we're setting the clocks ahead 1 hour. So the new sunrise new sunrise for Sunday morning will be 8:13 in the morning instead of a little after 7. But the sun will set just 13 minutes before that 8 o'clock hour. So we get the days, the evenings getting a little more light and getting set for hopefully a little more outdoor activity when you can actually enjoy it a little bit more. Now, a little trough is going to slide through Saturday later on in the afternoon, shifting the winds here. But still, we do expect the temperatures to modify on Saturday. And then they'll stick pretty much out of the west and then back to the southwest on Sunday. Things on the light side, no serious wind gusts are expected here, but it's also expected to warm us up. So things looking pretty good in the morning, no snow expected. Here comes the next clipper system. This will slide across particularly the central part of the UP, and we'll skirt Marquette with a little bit of light snow, but the better amounts would be along the Wisconsin border. Even there, things would be on the light side. And with temperatures above freezing, be hard to really accumulate in the grand scheme of things. Now Sunday, maybe a couple of light flurries, but not much here. So through the afternoon hours on Saturday, you can kind of tell where that clipper is going to have the most influence. Where you see the blues here, those are areas of about 1 inch or so, with the Iron River, Iron Mountain areas getting close to 1 inch. But as mentioned, just skirting Marquette, maybe a couple tenths of an inch of snow, and basically from Escanaba eastward toward Newberry, Sault Ste. Marie, looking at just a few tenths of accumulation. Hey, how's temperatures looking here as we head on toward the rest of March? Looks like temperatures will be near normal for the month of March based on what we're seeing here. Also looks to be a bit on the wet side, particularly on the eastern parts of the Upper Peninsula, above normal snow and or rain mixing in. So it could be a wet and fairly normal temperature-wise for the Upper Peninsula. Temperatures tonight, cold, single digits to the lower teens, but mid to upper 30s for tomorrow. A little cooler toward the east where you'll be close to the freezing with those snow bands going particularly along the Wisconsin border. And the rest of the forecast for Sunday, mid-40s, low 50s on Monday, looking pretty good into the middle and end of next week.
Tom, thank you. A SpaceX rocket broke apart during a test flight from South Texas, sending debris spewing in the air. It forced a temporary halt to flights at 2 South Florida airports. This is the second time in 2 months something like this has happened to a SpaceX rocket. Mark Strassman shows us it's a setback for efforts to put people back on the moon.
What is going on right now?
Those sparks over the sky Thursday night sparked many questions.
Oh my gosh, it's like lighting up the water.
The bright lights seen in the Bahamas.
Oh, it's going down.
Over the Turks and Caicos Islands. And in Florida, where one spectator had the right answer for clusters of fire flying.
Hey guys! Starship!
That would be SpaceX's uncrewed Starship rocket. It was the 8th test flight of the world's largest and most powerful rocket, but it didn't fly far after lifting off from Boca Chica, Texas.
Stage separation.
It did fly its first stage booster back into the chopstick-like arms of its launch tower as planned and seemingly perfect. But nearly 2 minutes later, a malfunction. The rocket started to spin out of control while in space.
You can see we've lost several engines and we've lost attitude control of the vehicle.
SpaceX said the vehicle experienced a rapid, unscheduled disassembly and then lost contact with Starship. That's when people saw the spectacular show of debris in the sky. A very similar sight to what happened in January when another Starship also broke up over Turks and Caicos.
2 failures in a row for SpaceX, obviously a significant setback.
A setback in getting American boots back on the moon, says CBS News space analyst Bill Harwood.
The company has to put together a string of successful flights to convince NASA it's reliable enough and safe enough to put astronauts on board. And how long that's going to take is anybody's guess.
SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk, has billions of dollars in NASA contracts to use this rocket to return astronauts to the moon through the agency's Artemis program by 2027, and before China puts their own on the lunar surface. But Musk and his new boss also have big plans for the rocket to go beyond.
Elon, get those rocket ships going because we want to reach Mars before the end of my term. We want to do it.
For now, all Starship flights are on hold, while the FAA orders SpaceX to investigate.
Mike Ludlum has your Friday night sports highlights after the break. He breaks down the regional quarterfinal final between Negaunee and Gladstone basketball when we come back.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Hey, there he is. Let's do this.
You ready? Yeah!
You're up, guys. All right.
Now get 2.99 APR financing on a new built in the USA Tundra, or up to $3,000 customer cash, or lease a new Tundra from just $449 a month.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Yeah.
Come on!
Toyota, let's go places.
Buckle's Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brewed beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Attention families with a loved one in a nursing home. If your loved one has suffered from bed sores, falls, broken bones, dehydration, or even death, you may be entitled to a substantial settlement. If you have a loved one who is injured in a nursing home, we will find out what happened. State violations are found against nursing homes every day. You have a limited time to file your claim, so don't wait. Call 800-261-0666 and speak with one of our attorneys. The call is confidential and free.
My family's been in business for 70 plus years. We really needed to stress that this is not just a running store. Our running shoes are good for everybody.
It's about the people out in the community who are in the workforce. All those people really benefit from the proper footwear and structure that a running shoe can provide.
They might come in limping, almost like a miracle, walk out of here dancing. It's more than shoes. There's a caring that doesn't exist in a lot of businesses anymore.
Who'll be there when amazing rises up or a need for a warning comes falling down? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday night. Lots of things going on. Let's not waste a whole lot of time. We're going to start in girls basketball. The Division II district final between two very good teams. That would be the Gladstone Braves, number 2 in the final poll, against the number 1 Negaunee Miners. Now, the Braves lost both times during the regular season. Negaunee, a quick start. Madison Peckrell underneath the basket for a layup. She had 13 of her 19 points in the first half, a 13-3 lead at one point, but Gladstone closed it to 23-20 at the half. Second half, ball all over the place. Eva Panconian to Macy Hansen. Her triple cuts the deficit in half. Braves down 28-25. Hansen at 13. Lily Johnson using screens, scoop, score, and the foul. Missed the free throw, but Gladstone only down 1. Then Johnson made another basket to take the lead. Gretel Johnson, Kira Waterman for the bucket. Miners back up 31-30. Here comes Lily Johnson again. She's going to drive, bank it in off the window. She had 17 points at that point. Gladstone back in front to the fourth. Aubrey Johnson, Claire O'Donnell to Gretel Johnson. Her three-pointer finds nothing but net. Miners up 34-32. She chipped in with 13. Not for long, that lead. Eva Panconian to Lily Johnson for 3. Yes! Braves in front 35-32. A short time later, it's going to be Johnson again. Lily to Adele Osland. She finds Eva Panconio in the corner for 3. Braves up 40-36. Miners respond. Aubrey Johnson struggled in the first 3 quarters. The bucket, the foul. Negaunee down 1, down 2. She missed the free throw, 40-38. Then Macy Hansen drives around the screen. Gladstone back up 4, 42-38. On the next possession, Tiana Reynolds passes to Lily Johnson in the corner for 3. Braves up 7 at 45-38. But Negaunee made a couple hoops. Then Claire O'Donnell will get a putback here to bring Negaunee within 1, 48-47 with 15 seconds to go. However, it took 10 seconds for the Miners to foul Lily Johnson. She made both free throws for a 3-point lead. She had 27. Aubrey Johnson's last-second attempt will bounce harmlessly off the window, and the third time is the charm for Gladstone as the Braves take this district title by the score of 50-47. Negaunee ends the campaign with a 22-1 record. Gladstone is 22-2. The Braves, for the moment, head to unfamiliar territory for the regional semifinal on Monday. Scoreboard, please. It will be at Sault Ste. Marie, and they'll be facing Sault Ste. Marie for the time being. Blue Devils defeated Kingsley 51-39. In Division 1, close but not quite for Marquette. There we go. Traverse City Central the winner 44-41. Let's head to Division 3 and go to the Copper Country where Calumet was taking on Ishpeming. Bailey Strom will get the basket here to get things going for the Copper Kings. It's a 2-0 lead. After a dry spell, Allison Bajorn to Jess Anderson. The volleyball libero heads to the hoop, arcing the shot over everybody. 4-0 blue and gray. Ishpeming gets on the board when Brittany Piotrowski will head down US 41 for the basket. Calumet still up 4-2. Back the other way, Bajorn will pick up an offensive rebound. She spots Jackie Keelan. Her triple is, yes, a late night deposit. 7-2 Calumet. Keelan led all scores with 24. For the Hematites, Brittany Piotrowski spots Janessa Eagle. She cans the 3-pointer. Eagle scored 20, but Calumet had a 14-7 lead after 8 minutes, thanks in part to this 3-pointer by Millie Locust. Calumet wins this district 51-43. So let's see who Calumet will be playing Monday night in the regional semifinal. So let's go to Menominee. The Maroons against Iron Mountain first quarter. Ella Barker to Emily Schuett-Pels. Bumps into a fender. Gets the offensive rebound, scores. The Maroons are up early. Iron Mountain contributing next. It will be Emily Copley to Macy Linsenbigler, and she'll hit the short attempt. Back the other way, Menominee was getting good production from Emily Schuett-Pels, a 3-pointer keeping the Maroons in the lead. And Menominee successfully gets the district title 59-44. So it's Menominee and Calumet Monday at Escanaba. Let us turn to Division 4, shall we? Hancock and Lance. And Lance gets a steal after the press. Madison Peterson, the Brooklyn Dompier for the basket. She went over the 1,000-point mark recently. 34-26 Lance timeout Bulldogs. Hancock breaks the Purple Hornets press. Sadie Biekala will get the pass here and knock down the triple try. Bulldogs within 34-29. Then Hancock forces a turnover. Emery Chenoweth to Brooke Koskela for the bucket. Hancock within 3 at 34-31. Lots back on track though. Dampier, Miley Londo, big one for 3. 39-31 purple and white. Bulldogs scored twice, but Quinn Vasco makes a layup just before the buzzer. 41-35 Lance after 3. To the fourth. Alice Larson buries a triple here. Hancock still down by 5. Then, tied at 45 with just over a minute to go in regulation, Emery Chenoweth takes the ball coast to coast for the hoop and the harm. She missed the free throw, but the Bulldogs led 47-45. Less than 10 seconds to go, Bulldogs still up 2, but Dampier steals a pass, gets it over to Vasco for the win. Not quite. Hancock hangs on for the 47-45 victory, and the Bulldogs capture this district title. Now, who will Hancock play on Monday? Scoreboard, please. And that answer would be the Ewan-Trout Creek Panthers, who defeated Ontonagon 56-25. That game will take place at Houghton High School. Also in district final action, Norway, a big night for Lauren Adams, 35 points. Knights down North Dickinson 65-31. It was Munising over Big Bay to knock 62-23. This game on Monday will be at Kingsford. And in the Eastern UP, it was Newberry defeating Brimley 39-24, and St. Ignace doubled up Pickford 62-31. Again, the winners will meet on Monday. The Jeffers Jets did not back down to perennial power Bloomfield Hills Cranbrook Kingswood in their high school hockey Division III semifinal. The contest took place at USA Arena in Plymouth. So let's go there right now. First period, the Cranes are on a power play, and Hank Callison puts a shot on that. Nick Timko, the captain, gets the rebound and sneaks it through. At 2:16, Cranbrook Kingswood has a 1-0 lead. About 8 minutes later, here comes Jeffers. Easton Terrian with some nice forechecking. Britt Hainanen takes control, has time, zing! That one goes through and beats Blake Tice upstairs to even the score at 1. We'll take another look. Hainanen will have a chance to pick his spot with the shot, and he was going to be able to do that as he makes a nice move around one of the defensemen and a wrister. Good enough, his 47th goal of the year. We move to the second period now, and Aaron Helmanen's team was tied at 1. Brogan Turner is going to get the puck, and he's going to start heading toward the net on a breakaway. This fooled the play-by-play announcer who thought he scored, which means I thought he scored, but that didn't happen, unfortunately, and Tice makes a nice save. Cranbrook Kingswood takes the lead at 5:08. Timko is going to get a ricochet here past Helmanen for a 2-1 Cranes lead. Helmanen was pulled, that would be Kaysen Helmanen, was pulled with just over a minute remaining in the third, but Jeffers could not score. Cranbrook advances to the final with a 2-1 victory. Jeffers ends a great season at 22-5. The Cranes will face Orchard Lake St. Mary in the title game tomorrow. To Michigan Tech hockey, the CCHA playoffs, round 1. The Huskies taking on Bowling Green. And in the first period, a little bit of controversy. Under 30 seconds to go, Jaden Brandt is going to get this goal to give the Falcons a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes. To the second, Bowling Green buzzing all over Ryan Manzilla. He's going to make a couple of saves here. In fact, maybe 3 or 4 by the time is all done. The score stays the same after 2. To the third, Steven Sardarian is going to score a goal, and that one also was questioned, but did survive the review. That was early in the third, 1:32. That tied the game at 1. No more scoring. Let's go to overtime, where Quinn Emerson is going to get the goal on a 2-on-1 break. So the Falcons win this one 2-1. Again, best of 3 series. They'll play again tomorrow, and we will be right back.
Good morning with Volcolax. Good morning. Yeah. Try Volcolax Chewy Fruit Bites for fast and gentle constipation relief in as little as 30 minutes, making your good morning even better with Volcolax.
Search for a really strong glue that's clear.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Clear glue. Clear Gorilla Glue.
Of course. Gorilla Glue strength in a crystal clear formula for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
If you are suffering from mesothelioma, lung cancer, or pulmonary fibrosis, you may be entitled to compensation, even if you smoked. Call Detroit-based Goldberg, Persky & White, working lawyers for working people for more than 35 years.
This is home. It's our town, it's our song. This is home. This is where we belong. Whoa. Whoa. This is home. Yeah. This is home.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
The Window Store Home Improvement Center is your clear choice for quality products and expert installation. We have a thorough and seamless process, start to finish. From the moment you meet our friendly staff, you'll be amazed by their attention to detail. Our team of experienced professionals take pride in their work, and with our 2-year warranty on all installations, you'll have peace of mind knowing your investment is protected. Plus, we service the entire Upper Peninsula. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Clearing skies for the balance of tonight will really drop our temperatures pretty good into the single digits and lower teens. For tomorrow, looks good in the morning, even some sunshine breaking out. Clipper system, though, is going to slide through the area. Most of the snow, what little does fall, central and southern parts toward the Wisconsin border. More clipping Marquette and a little bit of limited lake effect in the east. Sunday, maybe a few isolated bands of snow, but nothing big time here. Snowfall amounts as we head into tomorrow. You can kind of see where that clipper's going. The central and southern parts of the Upper Peninsula getting an inch, maybe a touch more. But with temperatures above freezing, don't think it'll accumulate much. And you can see Marquette, very small amounts. Into Sunday, maybe some flurries. Remember to set your clocks ahead 1 hour when you go to bed tomorrow night, not tonight. Hey, low 50s on Monday. It's still nice. Temperatures staying on the mild side throughout much of next week. Kevin?
Mike, I know you got a lot, so just take it away.
Okay, hockey scores from the CCHA playoffs. Minnesota State defeated Lake Superior State 4-1. St. Thomas 7, Ferris State 3. Augustana over Bemidji State 3-1. In the Big Ten, Penn State beats Michigan in overtime 6-5. It was Notre Dame 3, Minnesota 2. Wisconsin getting goals from former Huskies Ryland Mosley and Kyle Kukkonen beat Ohio State 4-1. Again, those are all best of 3 series. If you did not hear in GLIAC basketball on the men's side, Marcus Tomashik of Michigan Tech is the player of the year, and Josh Bittner is the coach of the year for the Huskies. Northern Tech tomorrow at noon in one of the GLIAC semifinals.
Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you on Monday.
At Prime Specialty Contracting, our professional team tackles everything from leaks to installation with skill and efficiency. With knowledgeable staff, prompt service, and a commitment to quality, we ensure your plumbing runs smoothly. Your home deserves the best. Prime Specialty Contracting.